Music.
Brick by brick by brick by brick by brick.
I own 100% of Barstool Sports. The sun, the moon, the Milky Way. It is getting so close, I can taste it. We can take a bite out of it. This is exactly, and I mean exactly, why Barstool Sports has to exist. It has to.
All right, it is Tuesday, October 3rd. The top of the sheet has said Tuesday, September 26th for like 10 days now. And I just Ron Burgundy it every single time.
Wait, mine says October 3rd?
Mine says October 3rd.
This one, the ad read says it. So today is Tuesday, October 3rd, and it's obviously presented by Stacker2. You know we are a Stacker2 shop over here. Tommy, get your energy on.
I'm feeling a little laggy.
I feel like you need B12 right now.
I do.
You look like somebody who is lacking.
Wait, what's this?
10,000%.
What are you doing?
Is that a bruise?
Of your
I don't know.
B12. Yeah, look at that. You need
It's like a humongous bruise. How do you not know about that?
I don't know.
Everything okay at home, Tom?
Don't grab it. What are you gonna do? Don't make it worse.
I'm gonna just see what happens.
What happened?
We'll see if it's a bruise or not.
Well, now I'm worried about it. It's a bruise. I can feel it. It's a bruise. It hurts when I touch it. You don't need to touch it.
Why is it so? You don't know what happened?
I think he
I don't
has
know.
a severe.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like
he has
yellow.
a severe lack of vitamins and you know sufficiency.
I'm falling apart.
Survivor's coming, babe. You are in trouble.
What
John's
the
already
hell?
John's just bullying Tommy. First it was the water, now it's
Seriously,
this.
what if that's a serious issue? What if you're not supposed to just bruise up like that?
You need as much Stacker2 as you can
won't
get.
touch it anymore.
Get the B12 in you.
I'm serious.
Get the caffeine in you. Get your energy up because you are literally falling apart, Tommy. How'd that shot taste? You drank?
Delicious.
Yeah.
I split it. I do half at the start and then half at the end.
That's the perfect way to keep your day moving. It's got more caffeine than any of the other energy drinks or supplements. The gummies are, yeah, that's it, Tommy.
Oh God.
That was weird. What do you?
Bruise
Was that,
is going
is that the
away
first time you've
already.
ever drank something?
Yeah,
why did you
What the
stick
fuck
your
was
head
that?
out so far?
What do you mean?
You were like,
Look, everyone is on Tommy's ass
but that was
today.
weird.
Tommy, you can just tell them to fuck off.
no, that was very bizarre. That was like
What
the
did he
first
do?
time he's ever
Can you do
drank
it again?
something. He was like,
He corrected the behavior.
Well, I was sometimes when I sip out of a water bottle, I put my upper lip between.
Yeah, but that's so
this is
tiny.
too small. Yeah, so I switched it up on the fly. I adjusted.
Well, you haven't been able to since you got your injections.
I do not have lip injections.
they do look like they're bigger. I feel like you did get
They're
injected.
going to turn red next week if Surviving Barstool is any history.
Jesus. You're going to need all of this. Tommy's going to be on Stacker2 all week long. He's going to need all the energy and all the vitamins he can get. It's the shot is blue raspberry. The gummies are strawberry, and they are designed to give you maximum energy while still tasting amazing. Tommy and Pat just got a combined 20,000% of the B12 humans need in a day.
It's actually delicious too. I actually like this.
It is really good.
Fight back with the stack. It's a bite-sized burst of delicious energy or a tiny shot to help you take on whatever comes your way. Bite back with the stack and go to Stacker2 Chew Energy Gummies and B12 Energy Shots at Dollar General, where you can find all your favorite Stacker2 products, or go to Stacker2.com. We got the golden boy, Wayne Jetski, on the couch. You for sure deserve this, but also you have fallen ass backwards into a pot of gold.
Yeah, 100%.
That is, you know, both of those things are true for sure.
Yeah, I didn't expect any of this to happen, and for like full transparency, like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to Dave's office, talked to him about like how basically I could make more money here. Over the last year, I've had like 5 managers, 3 of which have been fired. So everyone who I've been like giving my weekly, monthly like work reports to is no longer here. So I kind of was just like, I feel like I work really hard and I haven't been necessarily positioned the best way, and I would like to make more money. And he's like, all right, let me get back to you. And then he got back to me live on the air.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a slick move by Dave. This is like about 4 or 5 birds with one stone, in the sense that I know he's a big Wayne Jetski guy. When we were going through the layoffs, and your name came up, he like immediately was like, nope, like Jetski's good. And that, because I was in question, because it was like, you know, the guys you were working with were gone, and it was like, well, what's he gonna do? And he was like, no, Jetski's in. So you know that he's a Jetski guy. You know he wants to undermine Rico and be like, I got more subscribers for your show than you did. You know he wants to then be able to say, I own your show. The only reason you have 100,000 subscribers is because of me. He gets to look generous and benevolent to the behind the scenes guys, and you get the raise that you probably deserve anyway. So it's a slick move. It's smart. Now, he did, is also, he could have just given you a raise rather than this open-ended, potential for bonanza raise here.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried if there's going to be any type of. And I don't even know if I want to put this in it.
Yeah. There was at first the tweet said you were going to get a bonus, but Dave said for people who don't know, sorry, I didn't really introduce the topic. Jetski is now working on Healthy Debate with Rico. He's producing that show. They are trying to get their YouTube off the ground like all the rest of us, and they are doing a regular subscriber push. What was Rico's first thing? Or was it just like we're trying to get to 15,000?
The first thing was we just wanted to go to 15,000 randomly in the show, so we continued. Usually we go like 30 to 45 minutes, so we kind of push into 2 hours. And during that, Dave hopped on.
Got it.
And when we were at like the 14,900 mark and just told everyone to unsubscribe. So then people started actively unsubscribing for like 10 minutes.
I didn't realize that.
And then after that, though, we got a bump back up.
Okay, so he's fucking with Rico and Jetski, and then he comes on and says,
First time he's ever fucked to me, by the way.
yeah, of course. Every 1,000 subscribers is $1,000. Wait, what is it?
Yesterday, we had Max lined up to come on and talk about Eagles, and I actually missed like Dave's initial text because I was setting up the cameras. He texted me probably at like 3:40, and at 4 o'clock, as we're about to go live, I see him text me like, "Send me the Zoom link. I want to go on the show." And I'm like, "Fuck!" Like anytime you get a text from Dave, like your heart drops. You're like, I should have answered this like within a second of him sending it to me.
That was the thing. We had no idea that he had this up his sleeve. As Austin said, he kind of was working on it maybe for a week or so, but he kept it in the.
Well, I just said it kills a lot of different birds with one stone. He has to fuck with you.
Of course, yeah.
So then he says every subscriber you get is a dollar raise for Jetski.
Yes. No. Every 1,000 subscribers is $1,000 added to my salary.
Right. So just a dollar per subscriber.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah,
So as many subscribers as Healthy Debate gets from started at 20,000.
Yep.
Anything above that for this next week
until Monday.
Is now Jetski's.
Oh, until Monday.
Until Monday.
So
Monday,
so we have
4:12.
4:12 on Monday.
4:12 p.m. So we have a long way to go,
We
folks,
do.
and he's already up $17,500.
We're doing a good spot. The tricky part, we're gonna have to get like a litigator or review the tape. We don't know if it's hit.
So
Okay, all right.
who wrote the tweet?
Phil did.
Phil.
Why'd you say that?
That was confusing tweet.
Yeah.
I wrote it that way because that's the way I heard it. I thought it was.
You just thought it was a bonus. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the way I heard it. And that's.
Yeah, he said salary, like added to his salary, which is different than a bonus. So, yeah, I mean, fucking let's go. I mean, everybody go subscribe to Healthy Debate and let Jetski get that bank.
Yeah, I'm excited. We got a lot of fun things like planned. I also don't want to take completely away from the show. It's obviously Rico's show, and I'm very happy to be a part of it.
him.
No, but like seriously, I think the
Still
chemistry
on the
works,
rebuild,
and it's been a
to be
blast,
humble.
like working with it and being able to like do some of the creative, but obviously he's the star of the show, so I don't want to step on his toes too much, but we do have some fun things. Meek's going to do, he originally said that he was going to do a 2-gallon milk chug, which I think would be lethal. But he's going to do, if we hit 30K.
He drowns on the
Yeah,
shelf.
like I think he might die. He drowns himself in milk on the air.
Hey, that's good for him. Keep the cameras rolling.
The whole
EMS comes in, keep the cameras rolling.
1 gallon of milk in an hour is like the challenge, and everyone says that's like, I don't think anybody except for like professional eaters have ever done it.
Nobody
EJ said it made him lactose intolerant.
Like he couldn't afterwards.
Yeah.
Like he still can't have milk.
No, he just can't.
And you love milk, so that would be a
Yeah, you
big
look like a
problem
guy who
for
can
you.
take down a lot of milk.
A lot of milk. And if you did it if it was like a 5-hour stream,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think you can drink 2 gallons of milk in anything under like 5 hours.
I'm interested to see you try though.
I can't wait. If there's a guy who can do it, it's Meek Phil.
And what is
Meek's
Meek-
freaks are going nuts.
Is Meek getting anything out of it other than just a lot of milk?
No, if we do hit the
Fucking
numbers,
runs.
I'm gonna take everybody out to Peter Luger's. We're gonna, make sure
yeah.
we treat
That was
the boys
thrown in
right.
right away.
Yeah.
By the way, that was like I did the math real quick. All right, this guy's gonna have to get 30 grand. I was like, we're going to eat. That's all. That's
you?
my
That was your
ass.
idea?
I'm still. right away. Yeah. I also was doing.
No,
if you saw the clip when Dave first did it. I was like, he calls me a dictator, and I'm like walking like Trump, like issuing people. So like it very much was dictator. dictator-ish, but.
So I believe my interpretation of it was it activates at 50,000.
Yeah.
Oh, and
so we have to hit
on top of
50.
that,
Yeah,
or-
I think we have to hit 50 for me to get anything, and then anything above that, I still also.
It keeps going.
But if we get 49,000 subscribers, I don't get a $29,000 raise.
But if you get
that's what I've interpreted.
raise
And maybe I
starts-
shouldn't have said this.
There's a lot of.
bro, you're gonna get to 50, so it's okay.
Hopefully.
Unless he goes on and says unsubscribe.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
49,000.
you know me. I'm a big numbers guy and like expect the worst.
We all
I had
know
it broken down to the exact amounts.
But
each day over 7 days,
he
and
was
we
saying-
hit 4 in 1 day.
That's
so
what I'm
like,
saying. Yeah, he was like, if we get 500 a day for 6 days,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it was like 4,800 a day or 5,000 a day for 7 days would have us eclipse the mark. But then we got like 4,400 yesterday, and then overnight, as people were watching like the video after it was done streaming, we started getting a lot more, and everyone was going after it on social. So it seems like it's picking up some steam. So my thing is, I just want to make sure that like it's actively continuing to go and doesn't plateau.
yeah,
What are you at
the
right now?
Call-ups have been great too. That's part of it. Like they're bringing stuff that you didn't expect.
37.8.
Kirk said today, he's like,
You're gonna get
I mean, it could be a pat on the back, but he's like, if this was a regular radio show, would it be the #1 show in the country? Like the fact of just you're watching a guy, like that's why it works. We all had like meetings of not just sitting there, like you've seen that a million times, like standing up, the energy.
And
like,
then he puts out this list because you probably could just put your feet up and let it roll in.
I was gonna say, I don't think you need to do anything.
But I want to.
I didn't see this list.
He said different ideas to keep the momentum going. The chat picks a tattoo. 2-minute ice bath every 1,000 subs.
I like that.
Eat a pickle every 500 subs.
Yeah, we're gonna do that today. I'm buying a big jar of pickles,
That's
like
great.
big kosher pickles, and every 500 subs, I'll down a pickle as fast as I can.
Every 1,000. What does fast banana mean?
Fast banana means same thing as kind of the pickle. You just eat a banana as fast as possible.
I like that.
It's coming from Mincy's shtick a little bit.
You got a lot of I'll swallow a phallic image for
Yeah, I didn't really think of that, but
Every 1,000, take a tennis ball and pegging.
Autobots.
Dude, we're taking phallic images and we're doing pegging.
yeah.
Phallic
A
images.
tennis ball peg. We got slap from a female coworker. Very important there. I almost misread that. I was like, whoa, what am I doing?
You won't be.
Which female coworker? Because Ebony could kill you.
Well, I already told Ebony she
hardest
can
slap I've ever
tase
had
me
in my life.
at 45.
Yeah, and that was a big one to throw out there, by the way.
Yeah.
Tase?
40,
Yeah.
40, not 45.
Did I say 40 on there? Oh, I thought I said 45. Okay.
40.
40, that's going to be like in an hour.
I know.
Yeah, we're gonna do it today.
Well, I said all these.
Oh wait, no, for real. You're at like 38, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Well,
get.
in fairness,
Let's get it by the end of the show.
Can we
Tase
do it on?
If we hit it now, like, but
Okay, let's
before
try
the
to
end of the
get.
week,
There we go.
can
So
tase
everybody go to Healthy Debate YouTube and click subscribe.
I don't know if I want to be here for this.
Oh, I want to be back.
Are you fully
Wait,
regretting
so-
this now?
No, I don't think
Okay.
a tase. Like I think
You've been tased before?
I've never been tased, but it's more of a stun gun than we have than a taser. So I don't think it's gonna like render
have
me.
one?
We have two. There's like a wand that's like a cattle prod, and then there's a stun
You
gun.
got tased that one.
Dude, we got weapons
Yeah,
laying
that
all
was
over
like
this
10 years ago.
we had to amp it up when Mincy's guy broke in.
So subscribing on YouTube, by the way, I feel like every Barstool's been so late to the game on YouTube, but I also think our audience, as we learned when we kicked off the show, is still not like in the YouTube mind. And I still don't even use YouTube the way it's like designed. But if you have a Gmail, you have a YouTube. So you can just log in with your Gmail. You don't have to have a username.
fairness,
You don't
though,
have to use it and subscribe to all these things. You can
YouTube
just
made
log in
it
and
real fucking hard, where every other thing, like ESPN, I'd watch a game, I can minimize, and I'm texting. I can look on
yeah,
Twitter.
No, they do.
on the
YouTube
iPad.
took a long fucking time
You got to do
to
also,
minimize.
If you did YouTube Premium, you could do that.
You should get one of the little
Well,
QR
yeah, but that
codes
was early
so
on.
you can
That,
scan it.
like,
That would
it
be
took
good.
forever that an average Joe could just minimize.
I'm just saying they were like, if you
guys
hate
are
that,
just
you can
YouTube,
buy it.
of
and-
course. Podcast?
No, we're YouTube, and about an hour after the show, like once I export the audio, it goes up as a podcast, so it's everywhere, and then we post like.
Podcast is like bonus. I think
Yeah.
it's podcast is the same.
The subscribers help.
Dude, get the little QR
that's not
code that
YouTube.
goes up.
That's
so
not
people can
Apple
scan it with their
subscribers.
fucking
The
camera.
only stands podcast listeners.
Those guys should be in jail.
Those guys.
Those guys should be in jail.
There's
Those are the
into
guys who
audio?
still. Those are the guys who still wear sunglasses and a hat and buy like actual porno magazines.
Hey, I work on OnlyStans too, so that's a great show. And if you listen to OnlyStans, shout out
You
Clancy.
should leave OnlySans.
There might be a lot of blind guys that like.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that if OnlySans just had like 50,000 blind subscribers.
It's just blind Mike.
Wait, so to be clear, there's no cap on this.
But he has
That's
to
where
get
it's gonna
cap.
get hairy.
There is
At the
no
end of
cap.
50 and then from 50, you're golden.
So you basically don't know if it caps to 50K or if it doesn't activate.
It does not. It activates at 50 and there's no cap.
From
Oh my.
From what Dave said,
that's what he said. That's
said like $50K for every subscriber, you get $1,000. But it was basically like at $50K it starts.
So we could do the ultimate.
Play the audio. I mean, we'll play the audio.
We could do the ultimate bit
you
right
end
now.
up the highest paid person in this office.
I would pretty good.
I think it's significant. I think
38-2 right now.
I'm not gonna like air out my salary, but I definitely am on the lower side right now. Like my first.
I think you're gonna get $150,000 from this.
$150,000 extra?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't know.
$150,000 extra?
I think
You don't
you're
know
probably
the
gonna
tricks
get
he's got up his sleeve to turn the crowd.
No, I
like,
think
has he cut a
realistically, you'll probably
mixtape
get
of me
50,
that I don't know about? Like when he's gonna turn, it's like a political campaign.
I think you get to 100K subscribers. It would be 80 or 70 or what is that?
I think you'll probably get like $60,000 raise.
Snowball. This is
They do
fucking
zillion beers.
Like this.
Do you remember we were talking about he had to do $1 million of merch in a week, and
he
everyone
gave
was
all his money away?
And then he did like
true.
he
That's
blew
good.
it out, and that was people
Gave it to
eyeing
Cancer,
a
though, no?
$30
this is
shirt.
free.
This is just click you just have to click a
ALS.
fucking button. That's it.
Yeah, this could hit a part of the internet where people don't even know who you.
Oh, you know what you
or
got to do?
Barstool is.
You almost got to tap into the haters. Be like, let's fuck Dave Portnoy. You know, that his pocket.
He did give me this opportunity, so I don't know.
We're not going full trolls. Maybe if we were at 42 and we were stagnant, late.
I'll do cash giveaways though from out of my pocket while we start
There
going.
you
Like
go.
maybe
The final push.
I don't want to go full
Dana
Dana doing
Beers,
everything, but
everybody's giving away their money.
maybe today we'll do a
Wait,
$100.
listen. The last time people
Tasing yourself, you're taking down dicks.
last time people started handing out money, it didn't go well. You deserve this.
Pat helped us out. Rochelle Ryan is now involved.
Shout out Rochelle.
Welcome. Yep. I text her, I go, emergency, need you on the stream. She writes
We were
back,
trying to get her
"Hi,
on the
Daddy."
15. We didn't end up getting her 15, but she tweeted out. She did a nice little PG-13 pick to get the people, so that was a bump. But the real story
Think of the kids.
in all of this, yeah, PG-13.
You know.
It was PG-13.
It was her
See the
pussy
picture?
spread open. It was pussy.
No,
No, it was coming
no
up.
labia.
The real story in all this, and you're thinking of ideas. How can people at Barstool help? Like, can you do this? Can you do that? Hey, Frank, can you give us maybe 3 cameos? Nah, I'm not at 40K myself. Okay. He calls it like it is, so.
Tells you right to your fucking face.
Shut it right down. You got to respect
That's
it, so.
hilarious.
He gave you the hard no.
Yeah.
What do you mean give you cameos?
Like he would make a
3
cameo saying
as-
like go.
Enter the subscribe. We'll do a Gmail link, and then all the
then
things
he
on
would
there
do-
will automate generate, and you get 3 free cameos.
Oh, dude, that might-
and you could use it forever. So for next year, you want to save it for whatever, because he'll be here forever.
That's 20,000.
Yeah, that's like asking Drake for a free verse though. He is the Drake. I don't want to
But
do
he's
that.
like, nah, I'm not doing that. And then last night, Meek, at the end of the stream, Meek is like, go subscribe. He's like, no, go subscribe to me. Frank's blocking, so it's very entertaining.
That surprises me zero.
I mean, I'll do anything.
Yeah, it's time. It's time to rally.
Start rallying. Start raffling shit.
I
off
would
his office.
really like to see him tased on camera today, right now.
I would-
So I would like to try to get a couple quick thousand.
I mean, there's like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
if
So
50K people watch this Barstool Radio today, all of you are already on YouTube.
yeah, right.
Just
You're
go hit
literally
subscribe
Healthy
on
Debate.
Healthy Debates, and that
Is
is
that 38,369?
$1,000
So we need 1,700.
You have the exact
I
number.
have a call at 12:30 with someone that might be financing my next music project, so I have to take that. But
We're gonna be fine.
Where to financing your next fucking life?
So I would hope that we can get the
Self-finance.
Barstool Radio listeners to go subscribe to Healthy Debate right now, and then we'll try to hang on the air long enough for once your call is done, you can
come back and get
zapped.
my ass tased.
Where he would when he would call me and be like, all right, shut up, motherfucker. Like if I start raffling things off that he doesn't know about.
I don't
It's like
think
you can go
I
on
don't
a
think
you can go on a pizza whatever with Dave. Hey, those tunnels in the house. I have the address.
tour of
You're
the Nantucket
staying. Yeah, like it's just a true Jerry Lewis. I go full heel, and he's like, all right, like I'll get you your money. Fucking put it like the Jerry McNamara thing. Like that gets raffled off. Like whatever. We'll just
What
start
Jerry
taking
McNamara thing?
out in his office. Like we'll I'll do a joint face. I'll put you on a joint FaceTime with him. Like I'm wondering where he is gonna now draw the line. So
I
like,
think
if we
anything
really
that
want to go
doesn't
troll
involve him.
well,
is
no,
fair
all
game.
of them would involve him.
That line might get drawn pretty quick.
That's what I'm saying. But hey,
Instantly.
if he just makes us hit 50, then all right.
And
Then he does the work.
I don't think he'll shut it down because like
Imagine
and you look
tomorrow
like,
in Chicago.
Yeah, no, he definitely won't.
you can't take it back. No backsies.
Tomorrow in Chicago, I got I'll be like, all right, 1,000 people subscribe right now in the next
you what,
hour,
here's his
and you
address.
could come meet us at you could come meet us at Pick'em, and he walking in like, who the fuck's this guy? Oh, he won the YouTube raffle. No, like I'm prepared to go
forget
full.
about the challenge. He would fire you.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be done.
Just say hello.
Over.
But hey, he wants the numbers though. See, that's the point. Where is the line? You can't say get numbers.
Well, okay. The other
Start thinking outside the box.
I do get worried that the stunt he pulled at 14.9 when he told everyone to start unsubscribing.
That might come back at like.
But how
49.9.
He would fuck with Jetski like that. Like he fucked with.
Right. Correct.
Inherently, though, that kind of, it did give us like a real-time drop, but then we rallied the troops.
Right. Yeah.
And
they were looking at their subscribers going, that's Dave.
How big
That's
a
Dave.
drop was it?
well, that's this famous clip. We went from like 14,050 to 14,000.
There was 21.
21 Sims.
So like,
I thought it was like, okay.
No, it was not.
Because I was going to say, you got to be a real fucking asshole to do that to somebody.
What a great way
all
to
right,
end a race.
Jetski's got to go on his call. We will we'll keep the register ringing, and we'll keep you apprised of what the number's at.
I forgot about the nap story. Have you touched on that?
Yeah, we can tell that. You got to go, though, right?
Yeah, I can tell it real quick, but like the antithesis of it was, it seemed like I just like took a nap, but I was Brett Merriman's intern at the time, and he left for the day. It was a Friday. I went to the Jet game that Thursday night. I was hungover, and I had one task to do for the whole day. There wasn't a lot of people in the office, and it was to let a cleaning crew in. And I was hungover. I don't drink anymore, so that won't ever happen again.
But he will at 50,000 subscribers.
Maybe I'll get back on the wagon at 50,000 subscribers. And I went into this room where Devlin and Clem were playing video games, or maybe it was Smitty and Devlin. I don't remember. Or Clem and Smitty. And I said, hey, guys, is it cool if I knock out here for a second and like take a nap? I just got to let the cleaning crew in. And they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. Then I guess I knocked out for 30 minutes. And during that time, YP had came in, saw me, got the Nate dog.
The dog went off the leash, dude.
Nate didn't like me for about 2 years after that. But now Nate is a great guy to me and very nice.
Dog was like
taking a little nap. Put that on his shirt.
Yeah, that is
my motto.
What do you want?
I take a fucking nap.
Dude, the dog was like personally offended.
Yeah.
He was like, and he kept
He was like, he's
saying,
taking money from us. Mind you, I hadn't even paid yet. And Resnick, who was the CFO at the time, like I remember the week before that, I was like, I haven't gotten any paychecks yet. I've been here a month. Like, can we sort this out?
I want. I don't even work here.
And the next day, after I came back after this whole fiasco, he was like, and this kid's asking about getting paid. Yeah, right. I'm like, yo, you can't do that. Like, you didn't fire me. You have to pay me.
I remember Nate being like, the dog was off the leash when Jetski took a nap, and he kept being like, those guys like built this place. I was like, stop mentioning me. I don't give a fuck if he's slapping. Whatever. It was a little like it was one of those things like I don't care, but if you like press me and you ask me about the issue, it's like I don't think you should be taking a nap at work. But I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I don't.
Were you not that big of a Barstool fan before working here?
No, I was, but I was more like the first Barstool person that I really found outside of Dave was Kevin, and I saw Kevin I was bartending in Hoboken,
martini,
and I tweeted at him, and I was like, come to the bar, and we made him an espresso martini, and I had followed KFC Radio, but I wasn't really like following the blog, and then that year I think is when you guys had the first Super Bowl spot on Comedy Central maybe, so that's when I really got into it, and I started a blog at my college, and I was covering like music and sports, but it was more music slanted, and that's where the Wayne Jetski thing kind of came from. I just made like multiple handles to make it look like more people were writing on it. And then when I first got hired,
that was a Dave.
They were like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Kevin." They're like, "All right, we're not going to call you Kevin. You're Jetski."
Yeah, I asked him today. I was like, "What are the chances that Dave still thinks your name is Wayne?" And he was like, "I think he knows now, but for a long time."
For a long time,
Who's Kevin? Who's Kevin?
Yeah. But the Jetski family's been all in too. Like, I don't know if you touched on this. We got a text last night in the group. He goes, because we were thinking like, all right, different ways. Like, so he's living with his mom now. His mom's gonna come in and basically like do a roast of like why she's got to get him out of the house. Like,
yeah, all like my like greatest hits of like being a bad son is gonna be
like the top 10.
You get a lot of good content out of it.
Exactly.
So,
So
yeah. All right. Go.
But, yeah, I gotta go run. But hopefully when I come
done, come back around. We'll
The
see where we're
stakes are
at.
higher for Mrs. Jetski than they are for Wayno. That's unreal.
One of the good guys here deserves it for
he
sure.
is. Yeah.
So
he got lost in the mix. Basically, is where it came from. That's the whole reason he went to Dave. Was like apparently it's like this manager got fired or this. Like you're just kind of a floater.
yeah,
You got to have the right support system.
Yeah.
It's also like just a good Barstool success story. So he started as office manager Brett's intern.
Yeah. Right.
He started
And now he's gonna
running cleaning.
now he's gonna
and
make
now he's like
400.
producer.
All right, let's go. Yeah. So
we don't necessarily know the exact thing. Is there a cap?
yes, we do. Stop saying that.
Well, here you go. You got the live ticker.
Okay, so let's get.
Is everyone on the couch?
I want to tweet it now. I'm going to tweet it out.
Yeah, and if you just make like if you have a second Gmail, because everyone probably has like a Barstool email and a personal Gmail. Just saying.
I have subscribed.
I think we'll get it true.
I'm going to say please subscribe.
Also, yeah, that's one thing I was worried about. If anyone's watching,
We can get to 41.
Oh, wait.
don't buy a bunch of like Indian click farm accounts.
No, but what I do have, Nick Hamilton just made a link. He made a, there's a link that like if you're logged into your Gmail on your browser and you just click this link that I'm about to tweet out, it auto-subscribes you. You don't even have to do the second click.
Yeah.
You have to be logged in already, I think. But I'm going to tweet that out from KFC Barstool right now.
Shout out Nick, he sent that to me yesterday.
It's a one-stop, one-click. I feel like Melissa Etheridge, you know, like all it takes is one click, and you could fund this white boy's life.
My mom just texted me, said, "Stop offering out your money."
Yes, for real. Everybody does that. You don't need to. You don't need to.
It is. I'll tell you what.
The
clicker, the added clicker is awesome, right?
Quite a rush.
Yeah, it is definitely
for real. For real, I love it.
That is.
When it went,
We should just have this up all the time. This is
actually, yes.
I'm the show. I'm done talking on the show now. I'm gonna be watching. I got something to focus on.
Jason had it set up where it goes green. It stays gray if it's stagnant. Goes green if it goes up, but it goes red when it was going down.
Yeah.
So for some reason it went down like 2. I'm like, Jason, what the fuck?
Who
is
the
that?
fuck would be on?
He goes,
That's such an asshole move.
Oh, he goes
unsubscribe in the middle of a subscribe-a-thon.
He goes, it's your show. And just walks out. Okay. I mean, we got a wild crew back there. Like, guys.
One click to subscribe to Healthy Debate.
Ebony's here, right?
Help.
I actually just texted her. I said, "Can you bring me the taser?"
No, she has to tase me.
Oh yeah, totally. I just want to fire it up.
She might not stop though. That's the problem. Like you're foaming at the mouth and she hits.
No, she's smart. She knows she's tased these guys before.
Ebony
will not be her first tase.
Ebony has tased.
You tweet it.
More people. I'm trying to think of a food I've eaten than like
Sour Patch
chips,
mangoes.
Dried.
No, I was thinking one like more realistic. We're like, there's a chance Ebony's tased more people than I've had slices of apple pie in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I
You
haven't
need
had
to eat
one.
more apple pie. It's fucking fire.
I know. I probably had sub 20.
Some guy.
Warm, crispy apple pie with a scoop of ice cream.
Whipped cream?
Yeah, I've had a handful, but not a ton.
I don't think you've had the red apple pie.
We had a guy.
No, I like it. It's just I don't find myself around apple pie
That's
very
the
often.
thing.
It's like
yeah.
Thanksgiving.
We had a guy last week.
I think that's
he
fair.
just stood for apple pie, and then every comment and every tweet he was going, "Rico won't address pie is better than cake."
Yeah, I got a couple.
These are the guys I got calling it.
Yo, you have. I was thinking about the riders because you also, getting that 15K off the rip is pretty impressive. YouTube is a tough nut to crack.
Very tough.
Like Barstool, historically, we would start a new blog, hire a new person, start a new podcast, whatever, and we'd be like, here's their handle, go follow them. Boom, 50K followers, like minimum for everybody, And T-shirt sales, people buy T-shirts, they buy tickets, like everything. And then arguably like one of the easiest ones to just click a fucking free subscription with a Gmail account, and they just don't do it. And it's like the most important thing now. And our audience, I don't know. I mean, do any of you maybe do? Do you use YouTube like it's meant to be?
I tried to start to do it. Like I was like, all right, I'm gonna subscribe to a bunch of these channels so that I get fed content and it's worked a little. It does really help.
Well, so everybody always says that.
No?
No.
You like to go search for it?
Kind
But it's like I'm just scrolling. Like usually it's like after it's just the end of the night, and I'm just like, oh, this is a good video. I'll watch this, fall asleep during.
Well,
They should be a way to make folders though. Like I was looking for a clip yesterday from wrestling because I was trying to reference it with Dave. Somebody replied it about me on Twitter. It was Bobby the Brain Heenan going, he's a sick and twisted individual. So I was trying to put that in the blog. I need a way
on YouTube. You're saying?
I know, but I need a way to like get true folders like to my brain. Like I don't. If you ever open up my computer, you'd be like,
folders to my brain.
I'd put like quick hitters, like one-liners, stupid.
Well, you have
WFAN
to.
You should be able to break them all down. Like
you're saying in YouTube or on?
Yeah.
You can save things to like a personal playlist or.
Yeah, we cook it,
You can make your own playlist.
After working on Troop's show, like that was all YouTube, and it kind of opened my eyes to that world a little bit. So now I don't really watch TV that much. I just watch straight YouTube.
So
I feel like
everybody always tells me
15-year-old.
like when you use YouTube, it is the best platform, and obviously like I get it, but I was like, how good could it be? And they all say how many new shows they find and how everything they always see what they want to see.
Oh my God, I just heard it.
That's a taser.
Taser?
Yeah.
Warm up.
This is the
That was like a
greatest
whip
thing ever.
snap. God
Green,
damn, I didn't
red.
like that, man.
Okay.
The red fucks with your brain.
We even have to talk
Yeah,
about this
I mean, who's unsubscribed?
How about at 45,000 we squeeze your bruise as hard as we can?
No.
Yeah.
Can I squeeze your bruise as I get tased? So
Yeah, you gotta let him.
I think that's fair.
You can squeeze me, not my bruise.
Why not? Dude, it's not gonna
You
hurt
didn't
that
even
much.
know the bruise was there until.
It hurts. Now
By
that
the
I'm
way,
feeling it.
I thought this was like a bit that you're this weird about your bruise, but you're really being this.
I do not fuck with bruises.
You have low iron? Are you,
I don't know.
I know, but I knew that. But like a bruise, I don't know. You banged your arm. I don't know. You should
Who knows? Or am I just bruising up because I'm weak in iron deficiency?
Well, that.
Okay, I'll give you another bruise. So you're not allowed.
Good one. That's a good one.
He will slap you in the face.
At 80K, we assault Tommy.
Baseball. I forget how I did it.
Let's talk about everyone's worst bruises.
Worst bruise?
What's your worst bruise ever?
I'm not a bruise
This
guy.
one.
I mean, I get
You're made of iron, to be honest. You
get
really are.
bruises, but I don't have one that sticks out in my life as like, that was a bad bruise.
Dude, Feitelberg went to my. I hooked him up with the chiropractor. So he's the guy who came to do lower in the bar. He's a stoolie, and my body's been all fucked up forever, and so he like cracked my neck and I'm like loose in my bones to the point that it like hurt. Like I got fucked up. Feitelberg went and he was like, "You're made of stone." Like I can't even. You know where they put their leg over you and then they like sit on you and it cracks your body. He tried to do that to him and it was like he said it was like a stone statue just like coming out.
no shade to that guy, but I've heard many people say like chiropractic is like a fool science and not real. You can just get paralyzed. Is there a?
Dude, I'd never been to a chiropractor before. I had a fucked up hip. And he
Thousand to go,
was,
baby.
A sports physio chiropractor or whatever. And I couldn't I couldn't move my hip like this. I had to put my pants on the floor and step into them and then bend down and pick them up because I couldn't lift my leg like this. And I'm much better now.
I went to the chiropractor, but it was so bad I ended up going to the hospital like 12 hours later.
Oh my God. From the chiropractor made it worse?
No, I was already fucked.
My aunt lost use of her arm. They cracked
Now
her
it's
neck,
acting
pinched
up
her nerve, her arm went whoop, and she had to like get it fixed.
I think that's like you go to a quack though. You know what I mean?
I'm sure.
It is like
any doctor, any service you go to. Like,
yeah, but that one is like a violent move. If you don't do it right, you probably could fuck somebody up. So
I told you about my uncle.
Oh, I saw one the other day.
He had to get his leg amputated. Went to a doctor. Cut the wrong fucking leg.
That happened to your uncle?
Yes.
They cut it the wrong way.
Marked the wrong leg. Cut it. For months, he's going to every lawyer in the country. You got it. I want to sue.
I think this
yes,
is a joke.
my Uncle Joe. I want to sue. I want to sue.
Not a real story.
Finally goes to the last lawyer. He goes, I hate to tell you, I can't take the case. He goes, I got to ask. Every lawyer in the country will not take this case. Why not? He goes, you don't have a leg to stand on.
That's a good one.
God damn, you son of a bitch.
So annoying.
Girl, my
I
sister.
checked out like halfway through. I was like, I know this is gonna be something stupid.
Is it real?
But he does have a leg to stand on. He's got one leg to stand
No,
on.
they had to cut the second leg because they marked the wrong one. So he cuts both.
They stumped him.
A girl my sister played lacrosse with was a really good player and went in for ACL surgery and got an infection in her leg while she was under, and they had to amputate her leg from the knee down. She was like an All-American.
Imagine
She woke up.
She woke up and was like,
no
your
leg,
leg's
had
gone.
No idea what was
That's a tough
happening.
wake
How
up.
much money would
They
you lose
do.
a leg
I've had
for?
some bad wake ups in my life. That would probably be worse.
They do. They have fucked up, like not amputating, but like if you've ever had surgery, they circle it with marker and say this.
You get to write. They give you a marker.
Yeah. Be like,
you get to
yeah,
not this one.
Yeah. I mean,
How much money would you lose a leg for?
we got to call.
I don't know if there's an amount of money.
We got a call the other day on KFC Radio. You got to lose your eyes or your hands or your balls.
Definitely not.
Balls.
Like
Balls.
instantly.
Not even
a question.
The
Balls
girl
are
was like,
annoying.
the guys say it's easy, but I don't know. It's like, fucking take my
Anything,
balls
they're in the way.
in a heartbeat.
It
I feel like
does
having a
fuck with your
elective surgery to get my
testosterone
balls
a little
off. I
bit
got no
and
need
shit like that,
for
but like
You
whatever.
get TRT, and if you have no balls and you just get shot with TRT,
You're fine. Yeah. I don't know. I thought you were saying.
Chop these bad boys off. Bugging me for years.
Neutered?
Do gay guys like balls?
Why do you need the tomatoes?
love balls,
Still
yeah,
got the
of course.
barjol.
Like
Oh,
other
I never
balls?
thought of that. Because girls
I
don't
mean, I
like
prefer the shaft,
balls. You know
but,
what I mean?
yeah.
I prefer shaft.
if the balls fit, that's great.
They're well kept. These
But like, so
manscaped
like
about.
an actual sack is like that is attractive.
No.
Because like I feel like straight women tolerate balls.
I think it's just an added bonus.
Here's the thing I don't understand.
This is about to be some
Two guys.
Yeah, no, but
So I just don't. How do you get to that?
no. We're like two girls I get because like they're well kept, they're attractive. Like we're gross, dude.
He literally did it.
Don't you?
We literally did what we said we were gonna do.
What? Don't you like?
Just doesn't.
Wait, so how are you fuck another?
No. You love who you want to love. What I'm saying is though, like you
like
live.
guys?
You live. I couldn't imagine living.
Hey, you got some good stuff.
I totally disagree.
That's the point I'm saying. I'm not judging
I just want to be with the homies.
I'm judging living with another man.
If I could suck a dick, I would be. Yeah, that's true. And also like it's more fun. Like if God forsake me and made me attracted to women. You know, I wish I was gay.
I had this thought yesterday. I was in Bravo Pizzeria. The guy behind me was this like older gay guy. He was so sassy, talking to like.
You said I want to suck.
He wanted the cashier wanted to sign something. He was like, "Yep, I'll just do my job. I'll just do your job for you, I guess." I was like, God, I wish I wanted to fuck.
Yeah, you guys, first of all, can get away with murder. I mean, listen out and about.
Dude, we did our live show yesterday. Like after we were like, that was a little bit too much. We got a thing. It's like a bachelorette thing where it's like 2 dicks and like it's a jerk off competition, and then whoever jerks it off the fastest, like water shoots the other person.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
And so we like brought these girls up. We were like, oh, we can like give a hand job or something. And these girls came up and we unveiled it, and it like went kind of quiet. And me and Joey looked at each other. We're like, are we about to like? Are we essaying someone? These girls, I was like, let's get the crowd going. And they're like, oh. Imagine if a straight guy did that.
And they didn't know it was dicks?
We led up to it. But like, imagine a KFC radio show, you brought 2 girls on the stage, and you were like, all right, go.
I'm be honest.
Fucking animals.
They fucking ate it up. There it is. Oh, that's me. Get the clip of fucking me off the thing.
Who won between you two?
Oh, I won.
There's no way
you're telling me
that is a fun game, by the way.
No.
We should get that for lower.
I have it. It's awesome. Party. Somebody's like, all right, we're gonna kill some time before we go to the bar. You want to play cards? You want to do flip card? Bro, I got this thing. I'd play that shit.
Or would be tired by the end of the night.
And then it's like a man's like, you couldn't even yak on this. And of course you get the water. It's harmless. Like get that
great.
Pat. We'll do that today.
Sell that at Barstool.
Dude, I'll tell you, they ate that game.
1,000 subscribers. These guys
gonna do it with Pat's cum in it.
We have a load from everyone in the office.
That's the trick. Like, what can you put? How heavy stuff can you put in there? Anybody? Like, water would be one thing. After the 5th one, the guy's like, all right, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna take a piss, and you load it up with yogurt. You're like,
bring back the Providence piss fight. Yeah, that'd be a good one.
2006. Now, you said earlier that Wayne Jetski was your nemesis during the Barstool Radio, Barstool Breakfast days.
I don't know if I would say nemesis. We definitely butted heads towards the end of Barstool Breakfast, and I think it was more or less just us being trapped in a box, me, him, and Za.
Pat, what'd you say?
It was worth
2 hours a day at 6 a.m.
security prison.
Pat said you were like, we were sleep deprived, underpaid, and like something else. So it was like the worst time.
We were hungry, tired, and underpaid.
Yeah, hungry, tired, underpaid, and hungover is like that's gonna be a fucking.
It was every day at fucking 6.
Yeah.
Dude, looking back,
a problem a problem with his personality, or it was just like you're a victim of the you said?
No, it was just a victim of circumstance. Like once the show ended, like we were all fine, but it would be just like he'd be like, clip this, and I'd be like, fuck you, and like.
To that degree, like you hated everybody on the Blackout tour.
No, I didn't.
No, John's the wrong guy. You could lock John in a room with a couple guys for 1,000 years.
I guess I was trying to do the same thing. Like Hank and those, they're all button heads.
Mr. Beast is just doing all of our shit.
I ever really. I mean, look, I could be remembering it through rose-colored lenses, but I don't think I ever remember having a real fight with anybody. People would annoy me and I just shut up.
Dude, even Za was at
That's my day-to-day life.
What?
Za at his woods. Remember we had to film. Dude, we had to
just nuke Za with like a weed pen every morning so he would just calm down.
We had to do like an Eggos commercial with him one day.
Oh my god.
And we were literally like 30 seconds late to start filming this commercial. And Za looks at us. He's like, I respect your time. You don't respect mine. I'm not filming this commercial. And he walked out.
Bro,
that's how tight, how fucking.
I haven't seen Za in forever, man. When we did CCK every day, I saw him every fucking day. I haven't seen him in a minute. He was like that.
Dude, it brought out
because I never saw that side of him.
Best guy behind.
Only when he was yelling at Smitty.
He can integrate himself into every show.
Yeah.
And any show.
I love Za.
And just be perfect. Yeah.
You were producing and being like a third mic, or you were like a host?
No, mostly producing.
So you guys were both like producing and fucking.
Yeah, Pat was more of like a third mic, but really in large definitely allowed me and Za to kind of have a little bit of like shine and talk a little bit. And that's kind of like how I got my start here, because I definitely wasn't doing anything on the content side at all when I first started. Like I said, I was like building IKEA furniture downstairs incorrectly. I remember I put a whole desk together like backwards.
That's how it's supposed to.
Yeah, 100%.
The first, like, the IKEA directions, like, you get halfway through and they say, now undo this. You've done it backwards and start it over. Every time I do
Labor Day 2012, my father going, these fucking Swedes, they think they're fucking engineers. It's just pictures, no words.
I've only been to IKEA once in my life. It was with Light Switch Lou. And we were just like, it was hungover. I think we were moving to New York. I think
that's the store they make you walk through? Yeah, it's like the claim to fame.
There's no way to.
We stopped on our way to moving to New York, so it was probably whatever it was. And it was, I couldn't have been more hungover. It was the biggest nightmare of my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, I know there's like a 30 Rock episode based around it. Like, it is the worst. It's so cliche. There are like some things where you're like, oh, it actually lived up to it. Recently happened to me with pickleball, where I was like, oh, this actually lives up to the hype. Yeah. IKEA lives up to the hype. You're like, I wish it was different. This is as bad as
How hungover on a 1 to 10?
10. I'm a 0 or a 10. I'm a binary hangover. It's either like I should be in a hospital or I'm fine.
IKEA paying
every weekend like that, or few and far between. The hangovers going away is something that you're like, you're like, wow, I'm functional.
Yo, like I have a brain? This is fucking wild.
But it's Saturday,
and I'm alive.
What's happening?
You ever been so hungover you're starving and you just can't? You just refuse to get. You're like, that means
yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, but this is a Lou story. When I got in trouble for the whole nap thing, Lou like kind of took me under his wing in like his own twisted way.
Yikes.
And he gave me like a 500-page book on stock options and was like, you need to read this and learn this in 2 weeks and then present it to me. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm an intern and I'm like taking out the trash.
I'm office manager Brett's intern.
So every day on the train, I read like 50 pages, 100 pages, and I was taking notes. And then 2 weeks passed and he didn't say anything to me. And I was like, what's going on? And then a week passed and I had finished the book and I was like, am I doing anything with this? And he's like, nah, forget about it. And I was like,
that
he
sounds.
Just wanted to learn about it.
I think he's figured it out.
Wanted you to give him clip notes.
That's great, dude.
He was paying me for Pick'em early.
Was he?
Yeah, like I was.
Dude, Lou is going to be there's a lot of what ifs in Barstool history. But I really feel like losing him, and for good reason, like shit got untenable at one point, like it had to happen. But I mean, you have to be a certain type of person to be on the internet and like win at the internet, and he's that. And like, you know, we have a lot of salespeople who are doing their job, but they're not like internet freaks, you know. And you can't find those. Like, you know, we found like the content ones, but it's hard to find internet freaks who are like, I'll just sell it or work on it.
I remember there was one time with Lou, where we were in our old apartment here in New York, where like we were doing an ad for something, and like it was an ad that he'd created, he'd sold, and all that stuff. And I had to wear, I forget, one thing Lou did that people don't do anymore was like Lou would create the ad. Like now it's like, hey, we sold this. Make the ad, do all this stuff.
Yes.
Lou would be like, I have the idea.
And it was a good idea. It wasn't. They try to do that sometimes, and it's like,
right.
What do you mean? He would just come with like the creative for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was good.
And he would sell the creative. He'd be like, here's the creative, and he'd go to whoever.
Yeah.
And,
so like we'd just show up and we'd do whatever he sold. And I forget, I had to wear some kind of suit or whatever. And Lou was ironing my suit for me in the morning. And he had it pinned against the wall. Because we didn't have an ironing board.
Of course.
And he was just ironing it, going, find another motherfucker who'll do this! Find another motherfucker who'll do this! And I was like, why are you holding it against the wall? Put it on the ground.
Yeah. That's great. So we had Mark Cuban on KFC Radio. I think the episode's actually out today. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And John was away, so I was just talking to him like one-on-one. And I was talking to him about how I just got my equity payout, and I was like, what should I do, and how do I manage my money and all that. And I told him I'm very risk averse. I'm not gambling like these guys, so I put like all my money into like extremely safe shit. Like, and I almost told the guys, I was like, this is almost too safe, you know. Mark Cuban says to me, he's like, when I made my money, I told my guy, invest like I'm a 65-year-old man, like very safe. I was like, oh, okay, like I'm doing like Mark Cuban, I'm on the right track. But I was like, on the flip side, you hear the story of like the guy who turns $1 million into $1 billion by like, you know, he did it the right way. And he was like, he's like, first of all, you hear that story, you never hear the millions of stories of the people who just blew the million
to zero.
Right. But he was like, the only way that happens is if you you got to get lucky and you have to have an edge. There's no like just go to an investor and they like figure that out. You have to either just fall ass backwards into a fucking subscriber challenge, or you have to like know somebody or something that is like ahead of the game. And I was like, I don't know fucking anybody. And that day, my phone rang with Lou, and I was like, oh. I was like, I might lose the million.
I can't.
Like, it could be a coin flip.
It's like a little.
He's got an edge.
You can't afford to lose $1 million, but it's like, you know what? 10,000. What's the?
Did he pitch on something?
Yeah, he's got some ideas.
What he
got
pitch
some
on?
ideas. Oh, we can't talk about that. Deep internet secret.
Got about a rosé in a can.
But you know what? He
was right.
He was right.
He
Like,
was right.
Like it was a little too early. It wasn't the right. Like it was still the malt beverage, but like it was right. He was right there. The difference between any day rosé and like high noon, it was like you know, a butterfly flapped its wings.
It was a little too strong. I remember we lived in an apartment together. That
Booze was too strong.
The rosé we had, where it was like we'd have it in the we had like the fucking test flavors and stuff like that, so it wasn't even in the can yet. So it was just like a white wrapper around the can.
Yeah.
And like people would come to the apartment and have 2 of those and just be like fucking hammered drunk. We had a spiral staircase, people be tumbling down. Like, what happened? Like, I had 2 of those beers in the fridge that taste like carbonated wine.
I mean,
like Joey on Friends. It's like, hey, what was in that jar? You drank that? That's still there? Not anymore.
500 away from this.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought the bubbly gang thing.
Faster.
The real goal is we have 50 by pick'em tomorrow. That is just gonna be a drop your nuts on the fucking table.
Oh, you're gonna hit 50 by fucking today.
Yeah.
We just gained like almost 1,500 by the end, like in.
I keep looking at him like, how are there this many people like alive? Like,
Jetski's like, how are there 39,000 people alive?
Like,
There are 39,000 people in this building.
How many followers? How many followers does Kim Kardashian have on Instagram? Like 17 million or something like that.
Bro, way more.
She has like 390 million.
Taylor Swift has 272. So
Fucking Selena Gomez has 430 million followers.
Yeah. Well, it used to be 420, and then she bumped them up. Started unveiling the melons.
Oh, that picture of her in Paris the other day was great.
Unbelievable.
John sent me a text of
Great
like,
recipe.
you know, like at this point, you know, how many times you just send a picture of a chick?
I haven't
hot,
sent a picture of a woman
Right.
ever.
Right.
I'll send a picture of a guy.
Yeah.
By the way, when I was in Rome, I had everyone get up from the table at lunch. I was like, you guys got to go see this guy in there. He was so
You saw a gorgeous man?
I was like, dude, I was like, I think Chris Pine's in there. And everyone came back like, it's not Chris Pine, but he's
But he was like
hot.
an Italian-looking dude?
Dude, he was an Italian Chris Pine. He was so goddamn
What do you
sexy.
think is the Mount Rushmore in terms of like you got to see this in the terms of like like girls' pictures or like images? I guess it's like time and place, but like I don't know. Tara Reid at the end in the white bikini is like.
for women? Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
I actually have.
Like or the one of those where like
it's Britney Spears in her prime.
Yeah, but
Are you talking specific pictures?
specific image like that? Like so, he said the Selena Gomez was I don't text them anything.
Okay.
But this is one you got to look at.
Okay.
If you,
An Easter
think of it this
bunny
way:
way back
if
in
you
the
only
day,
had
I
like
don't remember
10,
Halo green dress?
J-Lo green dress is more like the fashion side.
That one also, that one was like.
that was the gayest answer of all.
Yeah.
The J-Lo green dress, I think, doesn't.
like Jess,
That's too old.
Off the top of my head, Tara Reid in the end of Van Wilder,
the white thing.
Jessica Biel coming out of the thing.
Yeah.
You could do Jessica Biel shaking a butt in the Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
I don't know any of
Megan Fox in Transformers over the hood of the car. Christina Aguilera in the Dirty video.
Jessica Simpson in the Daisy Dukes.
Yep.
Like just like image, like they don't even have to be dirty. It's just more. images,
I
like,
think
ingrained in your life.
I think Megan Fox was the last like it girl, and I think Instagram became.
Radikowski.
Yeah, she's a little
Yeah,
kind of
blurred line.
in my mind it was Pamela Anderson in the '90s into Britney Spears.
No, there were a bunch
Janet
then. You had
There was a
Alba.
million-
Yeah, but I'm talking like
There were a million
I'm
internet
talking,
girls. That's where it came.
I'm talking like the if you made a Mount Rushmore.
I feel like
I would
Kate
say-
Upton had a run.
Oh, you know what's one off the radar I'll give you? The one Musburger said on the show.
Oh, no, she wasn't.
like the it girl for that long.
Who? Bro, but when that rolled across.
A.J. McCarron's
when
girlfriend?
Jen Sturger was in.
That's a different one.
Oh, that's
crowd.
Sturger. Though.
Sturger.
That was
at
before,
Florida State.
That was before
Catherine Webb he's talking about.
McCarron.
Oh, Catherine Webb. Yeah.
I'm thinking about Jen.
I'm thinking about both, but Jen
Sturger was
Jen
Sturger.
Jen Sturger was the one where he said you just saw 10,000 red-blooded males apply to Alabama or wherever.
No, that was Catherine Webb.
Yeah, Catherine.
No, that was Jen Sturger.
Sturger's FSU.
Yeah.
Sturger was FSU.
I think that was
in the cowboy hat.
Like Americans. I think that.
I think that's.
I thought it was Catherine.
That's Catherine Webb.
Too.
Okay.
I don't, but maybe not.
But either way, those are
ones.
the difference of images versus like.
It's just more so like the more random it popped up too. Like that's
Yeah.
I don't know. It just hit me.
I tuned out for that entire conversation.
Just got all boned up over there. He goes like, "You guys want to talk? You guys want to talk
Nothing for you, dude.
I was on Twitter. I was like checking the
What's
emails.
yours? Like Marky Mark's
You mentioned.
underwear?
What's it for you?
I was trying to think about it. I don't even know.
You mentioned the text you sent him.
Random.
You mentioned Selena Gomez.
Because I specifically
I
thought
was
this was
talking
random.
fucking hot Chris Pine over here.
I think somebody brought up Selena Gomez first. Yes, that's how it works.
Followers. We were talking about followers.
And then you said Selena Gomez.
No,
and
because
you have
when
to
you
mention.
started this thing about iconic pictures, in my head I was going, this is a random
Rico got horny first. We were talking social media.
Talking
ads.
followers.
We were like, by the way, I got a hard dick
Selena
over
comes
here.
up. Yeah. Makes sense.
where were we? We were talking. So you guys were enemies, and then.
No, not enemies. We just would butt heads incessantly because I think we just two strong personalities, and then like we would just go to Za, and me and Za would just like smoke weed in the corner and just like calm down.
I'd be like, clip this. Jessica would go, no, and I go, fucking clip it! Like 6:30 in the morning.
You can say this about every person at this company. You're sneaky the biggest psycho here.
You are a psycho. Yeah, that's why we picked you for the show.
Yeah.
We're like, let's get
totally.
this psycho guy on.
Absolutely.
And
You got
I'm
a good
top 5.
You got a good run at it. Yeah.
What you do is you are like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Like you can act somewhat appropriate, but then when you're on like a reality show where don't act appropriate and the full thing comes out, it's like, oh yeah, you're a psychopath.
Yeah, whoever said gay Pat is like the funny, not gay, sorry, drunk Pat is the funniest.
Drunk gay Pat.
Drunk gay Pat is the funniest person ever. Like, is true. Like you become like a little bit like sneaky, and you want. It's almost how like Rome like plays practical jokes on people.
Yeah, he's like devious.
I get a little mischievous when I have a couple of cocktails.
Yo, I was just
enjoy the
thinking
chaos.
the fact that I get it because it's old school, and at that point it was like the way to do it. But the fact that we made someone do a radio show at 7 in the morning?
7 a.m., but we usually got in there like 6:30.
Insane.
And I was coming from Long Island.
Dude, he would come from fucking Long
The 4:45 train, all the drunk fucking iron workers just like this.
Yeah, but you guys had a good audience. Like a really.
We did.
I know, but it's just like
And then
they
you
probably
did that
would have
thing on
listened to fucking
Fridays,
8
like-
o'clock too.
Gentlemen's Fridays, that went off the rails a little bit, but it was good. I remember, and it was obvious, like, and noted on the show that I could say this, but I remember Za was always like, don't drink by the TriCaster, don't drink by the TriCaster.
Oh, he was dying.
And one day Za was blacked and spilt a whole glass of wine on the TriCaster.
Fuck you.
And Pete had to come in and like replace it, but obviously like Pete didn't yell at Za, but I was like,
Za was.
You're the
I've
one
never
that
seen
did it.
anyone more disappointed in themselves than Za when he spilled wine on that fucking thing. He was like, "I'm so sorry, Pete. I just don't know what happened."
Drunk Za. We're talking Drunk Za is an all-time.
Drunk Za.
Oh, dude, I remember him. He blew out like his ACL, I think, drunk dancing.
Yeah.
Jumping so much, and he came in like hobbling, and I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I can't." He's like, I think he said something like, "I'm gonna retire." He's like, I can't do this ever again.
Best is when Za's drunk and he wants to like talk to you and he just pulls you down. He's like,
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. He
Was
always
this the
used
next
to say,
morning?
He would go, "Oh my stars," or something like that.
yeah.
Oh
my days,
stars,
oh my days.
Oh my
my
days.
days. I'm so hungover.
These white cats. That's what he would always say.
these white brothers.
Cousin producer.
He would have like he was good for like maybe like a semi-annual or like a quarterly Twitter like
Meltdown.
apology meltdown
Yeah, yeah,
retirement from drinking. You know,
You can wake up in the morning, you see Za with like the most heartfelt apology of all time, and you're like, I don't even know what happened.
you like never kill some, and then I would ask him, and he'd be like, I was just so drunk at this bar. I was like,
Or he'll go after
You're-
like
you're
he'll go
allowed-
after,
that's
like,
where
the
you
tech
get drunk,
guys, like the fucking tech guys. Like that's his person that he always points to. The tech.
This March, we were in Texas A&M for Storm Chasers, where Trey was driving us home. He doesn't drink. It was like 3 a.m. and Za really wanted McDonald's coming home from the bar. And he was like, please can we stop at McDonald's? Please can we stop at McDonald's? And Trey was like, can we just go like back to the hotel? And then like we look at our phones like 5 minutes later and Za tweeted, you find out who your real friends are. Like, no, what the fuck?
Denying a drunk man his McDonald's. It's unforgivable.
Because it always takes. It always feels like it takes. When you're the driver, it always feels like it takes forever.
Yep.
Like,
I mean, Gaz used to plan detours on the Blackout Tour that would literally be hundreds of miles away just for him to meet up with somebody.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
They would be
That's
like,
more what I was saying. Yeah, like you
they'd
guys
be mapping it
where
out.
you living? You guys were sharing hotel rooms.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Stuff.
I just
Sure.
remember that.
Home stretch.
I remember them saying they would look at the map, kind of like Gaz would like make the map or whatever. Like, here's where we're going, and they'd be like, okay, like those are the stops. And then all of a sudden they're going from like Florida up to like Georgia, and then back to Florida, and they were like, wait, what's going on here? And it was like just for Gaz
Poor schedule.
yeah, just to meet.
You guys have nights off, or was it consecutive shows?
We'd have nights off, like, but it would usually be like Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night.
Right. I mean,
they'd
those
all be
are
in a different city.
Did you have a different?
I mean, those are
responsibilities during that as well.
I blog during the day.
Bro, they used to drive up alongside buses to steal the Wi-Fi. It's my favorite Barstool story. I tell it all the time. Like the Fung Hua bus has fucking it's terrible, but they would drive up alongside as close as
There's
they can.
no way you could fucking actually make
We
that
ended
work.
up getting we had I'd be like I don't know how useful that was, but it was like a tactic we tried on times. We ended up getting Wi-Fi. I remember Dave was mad about this is expensive as hell. It was like a MiFi.
But it was like $100 a month. You know what I mean? It was like it was expensive at the time, but looking back, it was like I can keep this operation running if you buy this little card.
And then we'd have all Gaz's buddies from Franklin, right? Gaz from Franklin? Yeah. No, Gaz is from fucking.
I'm from Franklin.
No. Randolph, yeah. And everyone would be passed out in the hotel room, and then Gaz would be working, I'd be working, just sitting there blogging.
Yeah, man.
It was fun, but I don't remember I don't remember. I mean, people would get in arguments, but I really don't remember major fights.
How long did it last? How long were you on the road for?
I was on the road probably a year and a half. I think the show itself.
It was seasonal.
Shit, that was longer.
But no, I mean, I'd have.
I regret not going.
It was
being a fan. I had the opportunity to go to one, and it was the same night as homecoming. We were like, you know what? It was the foam party, and we were like, and buddy, we all week and 2 weeks and month before buying the tickets, everybody's like, we'll go to the foam, and then the night of and the days before, people were like, let's just go to stick around homecoming.
In hindsight,
I wish I went to one though.
Wow, you'd have gone home poisoned as hell, man.
I was gonna say, foam parties are fucking. If you are in Cancun on the beach in your bathing suit and someone's like, there's a foam party just right over here, I would maybe stumble my way into it. To sign up, pay money, and go and be like, I'm gonna get soaked in. I don't even know. It's not I don't know what it is.
It's not.
No
good,
fucking
whatever.
thank you.
I don't understand the appeal of it now. I didn't understand it then.
Also, my favorite story when you were like, we used to squeegee the
floor,
and you were like, every night we thought we were gonna find a body.
I thought, you know when you're shoveling and the shovel.
You have to clean up after?
Oh, we cleaned up, yeah.
Oh, I was
Like when you hit a root or something.
You get the wind knocked out of you. What the fuck is that? It's it's a fucking dead girl.
It's a sophomore from PSU.
Someone drowned in the fucking foam.
Dude,
with a fog guy used to try to fog people.
Dave, that was what I was just gonna say. He I think Dave, the first time he went to a foam party, he was like, holy shit, we gotta shut this down, because there was someone right here, and just and he was just drowning the guy.
He had another guy who took the lights too serious, all this stuff.
Dante with the champagne.
Yeah, it was
work.
Unbelievable.
It was the Wild West for sure, but it kept the company alive.
The other one I like too is it's a different time, but when Hank went on the Dixie tour and came back, you remember this? How he handed Dave his expenses? It was like a fucking piece of sheetrock that they found from on the rest of the bus, or he handed him a piece of cardboard. You could try to find it.
You wrote it all down?
I remember because listen, it's not a major podcast, but I had a lot of fun listening to when they recapped the Dixie tour while they were doing it.
If we did that now, and it was like a vlog, and
Dude,
it would have
first off,
awesome.
the vlogs were if I was a senior in high school, there's no chance I would have tried to play Division III football. I'm going any one of these except Mississippi State.
Oh, you mean
they were
those
highlights videos.
Videos were on.
Bro, have you watched them recently? They were.
They hold up.
They were.
Yeah, it's
out of
elite.
pocket. They were. No,
Yeah,
they hold
there
up,
you
but they.
Yeah, okay. There you go. That's Hank's.
Wait, what's the
What's the title of the blog?
That's his expenses.
Says RV parks. It's just a list of all of them. That's fucking great.
45, 60.
my God. That's my God.
No, this is like how I don't do expenses, but like this is how I would still.
Yeah,
do
wait.
them.
What,
Yeah, but I'm
there's
old
like an
school like
indent
that.
on it.
Is that a shopping cart imprint?
What is that thing?
See, like I love this shit. Like
You
when
got it
people
notarized?
Like I'd still write down my gambling picks. A buddy of mine had a paper before cell phones. He didn't like when in fresh. You're old enough to remember. Like not everybody had a cell phone freshman year of high school still yet,
I think it-
right? He had a paper plate of phone numbers that if he needed, and when he would go out, chances are you would have somebody always have it in the thing. Like I still like the guy who
Like a full size or a small one?
just a full paper plate. It was
So
the
like a big-
25 phone numbers.
Carry it?
All you do is fold it up, dude. Like think
I
of
mean,
a
if you fold up a full paper plate, it's gonna be a thick. It's not gonna be.
not that big in your back pocket. It wasn't that big.
Are you? Let me see your wallet.
Oh, I mean, it's thick.
You got a thick boy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like a new one. Feitelberg still has a black
Bro, I
leather
just got
like
a standard ass fucking leather
Can I
wallet.
feel the weight on this bad boy?
It's tough.
This is a leather
It's a good wallet.
It's a great wallet.
Oh, I do. I get those
No,
wallets.
it's not big. It's
Feel
old.
the weight on this.
Yeah, you're a light guy.
I always like the.
That's probably about what mine weighs.
I like it
just,
that it
like,
weighs you
pretty
down.
collided
At that
in.
time,
And where
I
do
wrote
you-
about
where
it
do
when I
you-
dropped it on the bus and I had to chase 6 blocks. Like
You put it in your front pocket or your back pocket?
always the front.
Yeah.
I was never a back guy, but I like. This is what I do. You get off a bus or you get out of a car. You go like this, bang bang. You should have 2 thick hits.
See, I got like 4. I got my whole thing. I got.
Feitelberg has like a book and a pen and a tin and a.
What do you
keys
carry
and
on you?
I
All that.
I go
It's a
phone
book,
left pocket.
Keys.
I have a notebook in my right pocket. 2 tins in my back right cheek. Wallet
What's
left
the
back
notebook
cheek.
for?
Writing shit down.
I was carrying. I was carrying a calendar. I still like to. You go to CVS and buy the count. When I was reffing a million things, I like writing shit down, bro.
It was rapping.
It was
This
right in your
fucking guy
back pocket.
pulling out a physical calendar to be like, oh, I gotta go to the.
Get the 8th grade AAU.
Literally, you get 5 o'clock and then I gotta do
No,
basketball
it's
tomorrow
not,
morning.
It's not like Jetski hit me up. Hey, my birthday party's gonna be like October 15th. You available? And I go, let me see. I would do it by myself at the desk, plan out things, and
You
like,
got your little OCD.
every once in a while you would go take a look at it and put things in your head when you're reading it over and over. It's like
Yeah,
a notebook, like learning science class. Like my dad used to be like, just read your notebook every night. You're gonna learn. You're gonna be good with the class.
When was the Dixie tour? Like 2015 to 2017?
No, earlier than that.
15.
One of my first things here outside of building
I wanna say,
IKEA
like,
furniture and taking
I'm
naps
been
was
positive 15.
in the fall of 2017. We had an RV that they took on tour, and Brett told me to go to Jersey City and drive where it was parked and drive it to an RV park and empty the waste out. I had never driven an RV. I didn't know how to do this.
I just said, fuck.
So I was in the RV. It was me and Ebony. We cleared out like the actual garbage, and then I had to dump the waste. And they had a detailer there, and he was paid to like assist us. And he was like, "Yeah, all you gotta do is just open the valve and bring a garbage can and let the waste dump into a garbage can," which is not what you can do. That's completely illegal. It's
Human
toxic
waste into just a garbage
Yes.
can?
And he held it, and I opened the valve, and then all the shit sprayed out. The can went like flying, and the shit started going on the floor of the RV park, and the attendants came running out like, "This is illegal. We're calling the cops. All this." We shut off the valve, and I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna get fired. Like again, this is after the nap thing. Like I'm definitely
Napping
getting fired
and I
now.
got shit everywhere. I'm
And then I called Brett, and he was like, "Oh no, it's fine. Just charge it to the company card." So
Have you seen the video of Hank?
Brett's favorite saying.
Yeah.
Just charge it
Charge the company card. Have you seen Hank try to?
I was gonna say, there's a video.
Let's pull that
I
up.
filmed
Him
it.
doing the same thing?
No. He was trying to do it right, but he's like, and it's like
one of my favorite Hank videos.
he's putting it into like a sewer or something.
We were in Buffalo, I think. I
You
forget.
know how they said we
where
were losing money if we did an analysis or like what do they call those guys?
Lost
Accountants? No, those hardcore accountants.
Forensic account.
Forensic accountants. Like if some of our or a lot of our expenses or losses are still like interest from 2015, like shit like that.
yeah, that was like $1,000, and I was like, I'm getting
still
fired.
paying off a couple things. Well, I don't think. I know for sure we're still paying off.
a few bumps in the road. Are you just waiting for your impending doom here? We only got a couple of hundred more.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for it.
Let's try to get
We're
it
now
on
in like we should be able to get this
clock
in
right
like
now.
2 minutes.
Yeah, we'll take some calls. We'll hang out for a couple more minutes. Don't worry. Hank trying to dump that shit out was so funny because I think he was doing it wrong too, if I had to imagine.
Yeah, it wasn't locked in. It was we were at an RV park, and I think he told me to film it. I know I filmed it. I don't know why I did, but like, so I don't know. I don't know if it's on my Twitter or his Twitter or someone's Twitter. I don't know. But he just didn't lock it in. So the second he turned the valve on, it's not as like it's not a movie. It's not like it goes everywhere. But like it is. We just start dumping shit on the ground.
It's gross when you just think it was like, yeah, this is probably just like 5 or 6 dudes worth of waste for like a week.
Worth of road shits.
Yeah. Oh, you guys were eating
Subway, McDonald's, hungover, just.
Subway was the.
I wasn't on the road at the time.
RV.
Like I'd flown out there to meet them. I don't know. I forget where we were, but I wasn't like on the bus, but I was there that day.
I remember thinking, I think the bus is fun. Like it's like the fun part to me is like I still to this day I want to go on one of those trains where you get like the sleeping car.
Oh yeah,
I did that recently.
Was it cool or not?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, see, I think that kind of
did it
shit
to
sounds
DC,
fun to me. Like,
but it
or
was-
like when you get if you get a first class seat and you have like a pod and you're
Yeah.
like I get cozy. I like it. You ride the train. You see like the fucking the scenery. So I thought the same thing about the bus. Like the cool part. Like I remember when we drove for the NLCS when we drove between Chicago and New York, and then it's like. Those buses are those RVs are cool when you first get them, and then when 5 dudes have lived on it for 3 years, it's disgusting.
Barstool versus America. Like we were sleeping on. I'm obviously tall, and on the 10th day, I was sleeping in this little bunk. It was hard for me to straighten my legs out because my legs had atrophied, like the back of my leg. Where it was like I would have to sleep like this, and I'd be like, ooh, I couldn't stretch it out.
Dude, that's like my man. I did 1 Minute Man on today. We talked about him on KFC Radio. His name's Amar Bharti. 1973, he quit his job, devoted himself to world peace and fighting against war, and in order to symbolize his devotion to the cause, he put his arm in the air, and he kept it up for 50 years.
What?
He just had his 50, and I said,
How?
I said
He
this
put
is
that down.
I said this is bullshit,
Just crack.
bro. I said this is bullshit.
His arm's like this big. isn't it?
So then, and I saw the picture of his arm, and his hand. His hand is dead. First of all, he put his thumb through his fingers like this, which is insane. He's like that.
Bad choice.
And yeah, that's what I said.
For 50 years.
50 years. His hand, I think we could put up some.
It's probably frozen like that.
It is. So muscles atrophied, the blood flow stopped, and they said if he put it down now, it would they said the first 2 years was excruciating pain, and then he pushed through that, and he just is like chilling.
Only 2 years of excruciation.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, at least
Like the middle
it's
of Times
helped. I
Square
mean,
or
we haven't had a worse since.
Everywhere for 50.
So when
everywhere
he goes to bed,
That's what I said. I mean, I guess if you lay down.
You gotta go like this?
I mean, there's so many things, dude.
Walking
So
under
many
doors?
things for years. His right arm, I'm assuming he's a righty. Yeah, I mean, I think probably his whole thing is like all he's done for the last 50 years is like sat in the Times Square and like preached about peace.
Surprised there's no
But-
like, activist. Like you ever seen those things when the kids won't look at the flag
Meek's going for a run. Yeah.
and somebody runs over and turns them? I remember that clip on SportsCenter. It's like the girl wouldn't face the flag. I thought it was Muhammad Abdul Rauf, but it's like they won't face the flag during the national anthem, and somebody come out of the stands. It's like face the flag.
Yeah.
And they throw them.
Dude, he got.
Like I'm surprised somebody just didn't be like, dude. Like
He got
rip it
the. I'm sure. I mean, if one of my buddies was doing.
smooth. Didn't block out a frame.
So sweet. As if like. Barstool Radio's on a show where you can just get up and walk.
Right.
That guy got railroaded, man. You watch the special on him?
Which
Documentary Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf?
I was
Like,
one of the better ones.
he was,
and then
like,
you look at his
so
career.
nasty.
He played with Shaq. Like he was a
Everybody,
great point
a lot
guard.
of guys who talk.
Yeah, he got
talk about him,
railroaded.
like he was like the best they ever played with.
Chris Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be unbelievable.
I have to.
Let's take some calls quick. If
I have to move.
Why?
My super just texted me and said, found this in front of your door. Just a note that says, how did I just find out that Tommy Smokes is my neighbor? Everybody now in my building knows where I live.
What's your address?
Yeah, you
Talking
did
about
a video about your building.
Yeah, but no, I didn't say where it is.
Yeah.
It's pictures of my fucking bedroom.
A lot
Like,
of internet.
It's all just weird
but
dudes.
is it like a lot of those buildings? Well, you're in the.
you should not be able to tell.
Was there anything defined like
I mean, no. Ugh, how annoying. Also, how do I explain that to my landlord?
What did he say?
He said, just found this in front of your door. But he's like a
think that
60-year-old Spanish guy. He has no idea what.
Do you think that maybe the super is like talking to other people in the building, being like, the guy up on 3rd floor,
No.
roof fucked up, and then they see the
maybe.
video being like.
I don't think he's talking to a lot of other people. Maybe they had issues too in there.
I mean, it could also just be somebody saw you. Right?
Yeah, that could be it too.
Like.
I gotta move. I hate being so goddamn famous.
Forbes, are you watching? This guy's so famous, he can't even fucking.
Can't even live anywhere.
How's the Forbes 30 under 30 going?
Jetski, we got this thing.
We'll see. Starts next week. My journey.
Yeah, I switched to 130.
What's up?
We better hit
Said
this.
my journey starts next week. We'll see if I can make
Oh,
the Forbes
okay.
30 under 30 list.
I didn't know. I thought it. Oh, okay.
I've been doing a
premiere
bunch
is-
of things
yes,
for
yes,
the
yes.
Smoke Show season 2, where
And that's
I'm
October
flying on
10th.
the Forbes 30 under 30 list. It'll be every Tuesday night starting.
There is, what percentage chance you think this is?
So I was talking to a woman who used to work here. She's like,
Wait, sorry. Can somebody come do the password for this?
And she at one point was like, I think it's like a genuine coin flip because like they might like the PR.
Yeah.
And then when she said something recently, she's like, yeah, you never know. I was like, wait a minute, you said it was like a 50-50 chance. She was like, I said that? She was like, no, I don't think that's true.
Well, I think somebody made it last year though that I was like.
Somebody used to.
I mean, if you look at the list, they're like, they're not like super famous people.
Right.
Somebody used to work here? Give us a hint.
Did somebody that used to work here? Alex Cooper, I'm sure, has made
I
it.
thought you said you talked to somebody who worked here.
Oh, yeah, Deborah Duffy.
Deb.
It's not a secret.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean, people don't know her name.
Yeah. I thought there specifically though was somebody last year that I remember being like, boy, Forbes is really.
So there was
getting
a lot of
loose with the-
rumors where it's like you can just pay to get on there, and then I found out that's just not true.
Wasn't
like, I
Hank
don't
on
think-
it one year?
Who?
I thought Hank was on.
No, there's like
That would be fucking hilarious. if
There's
Hank
like
was on
the
30 under
big,
30.
what is it
Really
called?
should
Big Lead does their like 30 under 30
Yeah.
or something.
That's a like nobody gives a fuck about the big lead.
Yeah. Right.
I remember that list coming out and people being like, look at this, and I was like, who the fuck cares?
I think like
So
half
it'd be
our
like
company was on it.
Yeah, it's like we could just make, Barstool has a list. It doesn't let's take some calls here as we zero in on 40,000.
Is there a chance I could like shit my pants? That's the only thing I'm worried about. Is if I.
That would be great if you did.
What?
I think that might be possible.
Is everything, like,
It's just a shot. I don't think
It
it happened.
happened.
Yeah.
Let's talk to Nick in Pittsburgh. I'll relay this to you because it says Rico.
Oh, did he?
What's up, Nick?
What's up, boys? Let's fucking go, Rico. Let's get to 40K.
He's a
Healthy
fan.
debate, though, is Rico showing enough package to get to 40K? This shit is bulging right now.
Oh no, that's gross. I guess the
Rico
way you're
can't
sitting
hear.
with the sweatpants, you're putting the goods out for the people to see.
They're saying massive bulge show.
They said good though, like a big bulge, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, but. Yeah, I could say that's a tough angle.
Oh no! Oh yeah, you're hanging.
How are you? But Rico? Not quite.
Dude, that is that.
I did notice
that
it. I
is-
didn't say anything.
You know what's funny is
a lot of just fluff.
that's a lot of nut, dude.
No, it's not.
Go ahead and pop that thing out.
You know what?
That's
That looks like nut, but
It's look.
this is what is it? Yeah, but it looks in person. It does not look like it's like the camera adds.
Yeah.
5
Oh,
pounds to
yeah.
nuts.
Yeah, it does. That looks like yeah.
You know what there is? Too,
Looks like you're wearing a cup.
There is honestly something. Yeah, there's something.
Show.
It's like getting older. It's like I don't know. When you're a young kid, you sit down like this. Nothing. I don't know. Nothing happens. You get older. I guess maybe you gain weight or something. I don't know. But all of a sudden, you sit down and you're like, oh my god, my fucking.
Well, it's also
I'll be put
part
in
of the,
jail.
like-
This is indecent exposure.
Part of the influx
waiting
and
now,
the
like,
gain of popularity of podcasts. It makes you realize why all news desks and everyone had a desk.
Here up.
Like
We did. We gave it away like idiots.
Every fucking podcast, you scroll Instagram, like every podcast clip is just some fat dude with a fucking
fucking sack out.
nut, whatever thing hanging.
Yeah.
Like,
We show more
we should
bulge
stop.
on Barstool
Men as a whole should stop wearing shorts. That's for sure.
That is for sure.
It
yeah,
is.
no.
It's-
Freak's got his legs out right now.
I don't know why with podcast cameras they all like start low and come up. Everything is just like a bunch of fucking-
forgot when we made the first KFC radio studio, I said I wanted a desk for that
They're
purpose.
blocking his bulge with the
I was like, give me a desk that blocks everything.
Yeah.
And then when we were making the new studio, I just didn't think of. I forgot. I'm so used to not being insecure about being on camera.
They
'cause
put
it's
you
all
behind a
blocked.
wall.
And then we sat down on a couch, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, fuck. The first episode in the new studio, I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with anything anymore. My legs, my stomach, my arms.
all I do is sit here and fidget.
Yeah, it is really the worst. Let's go to Josh, who's a Rico rider. Here you go.
Hello?
Josh, you're on.
Josh is on here. I just want to come on and say, Rico, I'm a rider day one, all day long. I've been saying Dave has been too hard on you from the jump, from the get-go. All right? It's just not been fair.
I think a couple
And
things were
as
fair, but
as a content guy that I love consuming content, you're one of the guys that when I see a video with you in the subtitle or whatever, I'm clicking. And you know what? I don't think Dave put that into play with you. Not at all. I don't get it, and I need a little bit of help understanding that. And I don't know if you can even help understand that because I'm sure you're in the same confusing boat.
Yeah, no, I mean, it definitely, I mean, listen, KFC Radio milked me for a week with their videos when they needed a bump.
Exactly. I mean,
I forgot Kevin.
And why wouldn't
But yeah, no, I keep track of the view. I mean, yeah.
Around the office that nobody's touching. Nobody's touching the golden cow. And
Yeah.
It's sickening. It's sickening.
I think the thing I learned, I mean,
subscribed on 10 different accounts.
you could always do more.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
way.
say
You know what I mean? Like that's where I was at. So, yeah.
That's fair enough. But honestly, I got to let you know that you're doing a great job. The Barstool Nation, we love you. All jokes aside, we absolutely love you. I don't know if you read the comments and sometimes you
not anymore.
They're not what you want to see. Yeah, I wouldn't, but I think people are hard on you for the content. And as a legitimate Barstool guy from day one, I love everything you guys do. You're one of the better parts of it, 100%.
Thanks.
What a call.
Yeah, I think I had don't come to. I think last year at the Super Bowl, like after the first suspension, Dave was like, yo, just like you can't control the narrative. Like they're gonna talk about you good, bad, or ugly. So like, either figure it out or not. And having that kind of come to Jesus, like we're a reality show. Like so, some episodes you're gonna be the butt of the joke. Some not. Like just figure it out. And it has been of that.
Exactly.
Like this is truly just being on television.
You're playing the card.
He was just saying, like, I don't know if you read the comments, and I thought he was going to say it was positive. It seemed like he twisted. Was he saying?
No. I said not anymore. Like having fun at myself.
Oh, okay.
Not trying to focus. I used to read everything. I used to watch. I mean, it was a 24 loop of this. I was our best fucking viewer.
This guy watched everything at Barstool.
If I got word that it was going to mention me, yeah, and then but it was it was a horrible viewing experience because like you're just being a prick. Like it's like all right, they mention you on Out and About, which I watch, but
let's just put it on Jetski for the next fucking.
You're just waiting. I was just waiting. Like you're trying to fast forward to that clip where you're telling guys, give me a timestamp, save the time. Then I'm going to that.
Why you talk about this like it's relatable? Like, you know how you're telling guys, give me the fucking time.
You're telling your army.
All right. I mean, this is so.
Jetski got a lot more red.
So right now, Jetski is like, I just got. We got to hit the activation at 50, but we know we're gonna hit it. So you now have a $20,000 raise. $20,000 raise to your salary.
Yeah.
As
so
he
it's like
should.
fuck yeah.
As he
but you're also
should.
about to get electrocuted. So.
Yeah, it's a little bittersweet, but I think you got to be a whore for the content, and if I want this to keep going, I have to keep putting myself in harm's way.
You want me to go find her?
I was about to say, if we were still with Penn, I don't know if we could electrocute you on the air.
I think it's more of a YouTube than a pen.
Yeah, part of me is wondering.
Oh no,
we got to do it.
We got to do it on camera. We have to do it.
But like, is this?
Are we gonna get nailed for on YouTube though? The only
yeah,
thing?
like I don't want to get like the
you can crop
Barstool
it out.
Sports
You can
channel.
yeah,
so let's Nick, let's.
Oh yeah.
You
You can trim it out.
We're on the Barstool.
Yeah, we can't get the Barstool YouTube shut down.
Yeah,
all right, so
do that. New smoke show.
You want? How about we?
Can we just
We do
zap
it
you
off
over
camera
here
and we'll film it and tweet it in real time, so we can put it on Twitter.
And then we.
But maybe we'll just be like off camera. I'll get tased, and then you can cut to me after I'm probably knocked out.
Or we tase live, but then cut it out of the replay.
We can do that.
Let's
maybe we ask Nick. Nick probably would know what's best.
Nick said in the chat we can do it on this, but after the fact he has to
trim it out.
Okay.
All right.
It'll live on social.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
I think you should be off camera though.
All right. I think I should stand here in case I like. Fall.
Yeah.
I will have it on YouTube.
Which one do you have?
Twitter.
Yeah, so we'll have you guys come around here, and that way everyone can
get on camera watching Jetski.
Yeah, and
part of me wanted.
So the YouTube, here's what we'll do. We will film it and we will put it out on something like Twitter where there are no goddamn rules. So you will get to see Jetski get tasered. I don't want to risk anything being on the air.
We don't want to pull a Dana
YouTube,
Beers.
so we can't show that on this. What you will see is all of us going, holy fucking shit!
Should I watch it or just turn around and have?
Part of me wanted, right as you hit 40, to just get surprised. And everyone goes like, ah!
I feel like you should go over there, right?
Maybe we should catch. You're not gonna pass out, are you?
I think if I'm right here, I'll be fine.
And we'll just push you that way.
Ebony, you gotta like really.
But let's make sure there's.
Really hold it on.
Everybody come over here.
Ebony, really hold it on his ass.
Hold on, he's still
You've done this before, right?
Yeah.
Smitty, but don't fucking stick it, you know. Like hold it on him, I'm saying.
Hold on, he's still on the camera.
But you don't want to know. Yeah, make sure he's fully off screen.
It's gotta
make sure she's off screen. I don't want anything on camera. No. I don't even think she should be on camera.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. For 40,000 on Ebony's. Count it down for the people.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
You got
All
this,
right.
Phil?
Ebony wants us to count.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no!
Are you so?
No!
That is gonna be worth.
Wait.
It's dead?
It's dead.
You got another one. That was mean. That was torturous.
That's
Bro,
worse than
that was worse than getting tased. That might be worse than getting tased. He went, what the fuck? Oh, man. Jetski, I mean, you guys couldn't see it. You'll see the video on camera, but on Twitter. But he, like, shook and was like, what?
I heard it snapping.
No. It must have just, the fact that she goes, hang on, I'll be right back. I got another one. Is crazy. So stay of execution for like another minute here.
God, I do like that.
It's like the electric.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, God. Why am I right here? I don't like being here. Oh, God.
Yeah, you're watching a snuff film right now, man.
It's like having the electric chair be unplugged when you're on.
Ooh. There we go.
Oh, my God.
Skipping.
All right.
Okay. Apparently we did not do a countdown.
Yo, why'd you chase him like that?
So excited. I love you, white people.
I love you white people says that.
Everybody falls down on top of him.
Jesus Christ.
One more.
No more. Bro, we went from countdown to just that.
That was nuts.
Oh, man.
Wait till you see what we do.
The fact that she got him again once he fell down is the wildest shit.
Come grab a mic real quick. Talk about how it felt. I mean, I thought we were going to do another countdown. And I was like, okay, ready, here we... But that's almost one of those things.
Yeah, that's how she operates.
That's almost one of those things that's better, you know what I mean?
That was like Achilles in Troy, just like, I don't know, stabbing someone for the final cut. I did not expect her to just come in right and hit me with it, but honestly, I think that was better because the countdown was what got me. The countdown and not getting tased was worse, I think, honestly, than
getting tased. I think you were, at first I thought you were crazy to turn around, but I think getting the back is way better than like the stop.
Yeah.
She got you twice?
She got him like 3 times.
She fell down on you?
Yeah, she kept going.
She kept going. It's like
you get.
What, you not watch? You got on the couch.
My eyes. I couldn't believe my eyes.
A little bit, yeah.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
Show.
Yeah, whose bruise is worse?
Honestly, mine's worse. Yours like very little like pink or purple.
High iron.
You're just a pussy, dude.
Yeah.
Tommy's the real tough guy. Yeah.
No one's more casual about a tasing than Ebony.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, no problem.
She at first was kind of like, can I do it? Should I do it? And she went,
And me and Ebony are tight. Like I thought maybe she would take it easy on me, but she definitely took advantage of the opportunity.
She's a showman. She's a showman.
Always has been.
You know, like when the little electrified gum strips. Like when someone that gum, it was like that times like 50 or 100. It was it definitely.
That's not too crazy.
But it wasn't like I thought when you get tased, like I would be rendered like paralyzed.
I think that's
technically a stun gun.
That's a stun gun.
That's a stun gun.
Taser, I think, is the one with the
where it ejects.
With the probes.
Latches on, and then you like lowering the bar
travels.
And yeah, it was like that's a good way to describe it.
I definitely like cramped, but it didn't make me like feel like I was paralyzed.
Would it stop you if you were trying to attack somebody?
Yes, for sure.
That's what I was wondering.
All females in the New York City area, I would say bye.
All right, so that's it for Barstool Radio today. Everybody continue to subscribe. There will be more shenanigans as the number keeps going up. We're already at 40,100. So you'll get to see tattoos and pickles and
bananas.
A lot
of banana. Shout out Mincy.
Popsicle sticks.
Anything that's shaped like a dick.
Yeah.
So that is Healthy Debate on YouTube. And your episode is on 4 o'clock today?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock today. So tune in, subscribe, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.